Hey y'all, and welcome to Monter's Market, and welcome to my Life's a Beach collab. You know, I'm a Florida girl, so this is right up my alley. I love anything coastal, nautical, beachy, ocean, whatever you want to call it. I love it. Today is hosted by Krista's Crafty Life and co-hosted by Crafty Hints. And I have an extremely special guest. She's going to introduce me right now. Her name is Lila. This is Lila. She's going to be my little helper today, and she just wanted to say hello to everybody.
Yeah. And I'm in a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch this on YouTube.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell everybody to leave a comment.
Yeah.
Tell them, say, leave a comment.
Leave a comment or like and subscribe.
Right. Good job. All right. Tell them bye.
Bye.
Good job.
Welcome to Monter's Market. Brenda's going to be doing some ocean DIY stuff. This is one of them. See? Cool, right?
Is she not the sweetest thing you've ever seen? So for DIY number one, let's jump right into this. I bought this anchor, oh my goodness, last year sometime from the Goodwill, and I think I paid $1 for it. It was listed for $1.99, but you know I always get it half off. So I start out by removing all of the twine, and they had a bunch of staples and things like that in it. So once I got all of those out, I made sure that I sanded everything down and got it all smoothed out. Now, ignore my arms. I had taken a really nasty fall right after I bought this last year and tore my hands up. So just ignore that. Anyway, I took a piece of sandpaper and just got it all cleaned up, smoothed back off. Now, whenever you sand something, I didn't show it here, but take a wet, like a damp rag or a baby wipe or something, and make sure you wipe it all off before you start to paint and get all of that sawdust off of there, just so that it doesn't get in your paint and mess up your paint job. So I went in with the white Waverly chalk paint, like I said, and I gave it a really good thick coat. And once I got it covered, I took a sanding block from the Dollar Tree, and the Dollar Tree actually sells a sanding block and sandpaper that comes with several pieces of sandpaper in a pack. So you'll see me use them both. So anyway, once this dried, I took the sandpaper and I just went across the edges and around the corners and sanded it down to give it an old, weathered, distressed look. Once I got it to where I liked it, I took some twine and just sort of went in around the spots that had the staples, and even though I sanded it down, you could still see it in a few spots. So I just added some twine to do two things: to give it a little bit more character and to cover up those spots that I couldn't sort of eliminate when I was trying to redo it. And it added such an adorable touch, in my opinion. So I got this twine in different places, and I wanted to do something, add something else to it. So I had these little half beads, and I started to paint it the dark blue, and I thought, no, I'm just going to leave it natural. And I did not realize I was just about out of the frame there, so I apologize for that. So once I got all the twine on, I took these little half beads and just sort of randomly placed them in a couple of different spots just to add a cute little touch to it. And then once I got it where I wanted it, I went back and found this, one of the little, I want to say it's a candle holder. I'm not sure what it is. It's this little round sphere looking thingamajigger, and it had the cutest little starfish hanging from it. And I just took that off there and painted it with the dark blue paint that I was originally going to distress it with, and tied it on a little string, and then just tied it to the top just to add a little touch. And it was the perfect finishing touch. So let me know, and let Miss Lila know down in the comments below what you think about her and this anchor and the way it turned out. I love it. It is a very big piece, and it's just adorable in my opinion. You can hang it. You can sort of lean it up against something. You can put it on a little stand, like an easel. There's all kind of ways that you can use this in your decoration. So let me know, and let Miss Lila know down in the comments what you think about our first DIY. Look how cute that little charm turned out. Now let's get into DIY number 2. I'm going to show you these little mini buoys a couple of different ways because I didn't think you could really see them with the other background. So what I did is I just took these little blocks that you can get from the Dollar Tree. They're just little solid wooden blocks. Whenever I first bought them, I wasn't sure if they were solid in the middle or not, but sure enough, they are. And then I just took my drill and went in with a drill bit and added a hole straight through the middle of each one. That way I could put twine through them. Now, originally I wanted to use the white twine. It's really pretty. It's beautiful. I keep calling it twine. It's not twine. It's nautical rope. And that was what I wanted to use. But 2 things. My hole wasn't quite big enough, and I didn't really want to make the hole any bigger. And then I remembered the blue and white nautical rope that they had. And I ran inside and grabbed them. Now, you want to make sure after you put the holes in there that you use a sanding block and sand down all of the rough edges so you don't end up with splinters in your hands. So I just took my drill and drilled a hole through every single one of them. And I went in with some white Waverly chalk paint. And I also went in on 2 of them. And I also went in with the color Ocean by Waverly, which is gorgeous. There is that blue and white twine, and I love it. It's so coastal, so nautical, and it was perfect for my little buoys. So I got it open and started threading it through my blocks. Now, I put a knot at the top and the bottom of each block just to hold them in place where I wanted them to kind of hang, if that makes sense. So before I got that nautical rope threaded through there, I took the white and the Ocean Waverly chalk paint and just gave it a really heavy, distressed dry brushing. And that way it just makes it look sort of old and worn and rustic. And it also matches the anchor that I just did. And once I got the nautical rope threaded through there, this little piece was done. And I thought it was just the cutest little buoy set. I've never really tried to make my own buoys before, but I want to find some round. I know they have round wood at Hobby Lobby, so I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to use the round. And I cannot wait to hear what you think about my little buoys down in the comments below. So let me and Lila know what you think about these. Aren't they just the cutest? If you have never been around the beach much, then you probably don't even know what these are for. But you throw these out into the ocean and it just sort of marks your spot for whatever you're marking your spot for, whether it be a fishing site or whatever. But look how cute they turned out. I think they're just adorable. And the perfect little touch to any beachy ocean sort of decor. I love it. And I had, $5 in it? Because at the time, things at the Dollar Tree were still only $1. And I think it's just too stinking cute. Now let's get into DIY number 3. Super duper easy, super cute. And it literally took me 5 minutes to make these. The thing that took the longest was painting the beads. So I found these little tags, and they're called glass stickers is what they're called. And they are so adorable, and I love the colors in them. And these little tags here come in this sort of whiteboard, like you could use the dry erase board. That's what it's called. Get it together, Brenda. And they also came in chalkboard. For this particular one, I wanted to use the white, and it was so stinking easy. You just peel that little sticker off, put it down, and you got yourself a sign. But you know me, I have to be a little bit extra and add something else to it. So I decided to go in and make a little beaded hanger to go with it, and to add a little bit more color and, just sort of doll it up a little bit. So once I got the stickers placed where I wanted them, and the good thing about this was you could keep peeling that up and putting it down as many times as you wanted to, and it never lost its sticky. Now this cute little beaded garland that the Dollar Tree is selling right now was perfect for sort of disassembling and using some of the little square beads. Now you see me putting 4 on here, but I actually only ended up using 3. I went in with some Waverly Coral chalk paint, Waverly Peacock chalk paint, and Waverly Ocean chalk paint, which was the same colors that were in the little stickers, and just did one for each one, one for each picture. And then I took one of these little anchors and painted them in the color Pool, Pool, by Waverly. And it was just the cutest little addition to my hanger. And all I did after that was made just a simple little twine tassel to sort of hang down and add a little bit more character to my little sign. Anytime you want to string beads, take you a piece of tape and put it at the end of your rope or twine or whatever you're stringing it on, and it will make your life so much easier. So I got them threaded onto my little hanger, and then I just hung them from the picture. And like I said, I went back and made a couple of little tassels to add to it, just to add a little bit of cuteness. And to make a tassel, you just want to wrap it around your finger. I didn't wrap these too many times because it wasn't a very big picture. Wrap it around, get your circle, run a piece of twine through the top of it, tie it off. And then I always like to cut mine right in the middle at the bottom. And then take another little piece of twine and wrap it around just a little ways down and make yourself your head, that little like ball sort of spot at the top of your tassel. Tie that off into a knot and then trim it up at the bottom and make it even. And that's it. That's all there is to making a tassel. And then I hung the tassel and the little anchor on there, and that was it. This could not have been any quicker or any easier, and they turned out so stinking cute. So let me know, and let Miss Lila know down in the comments below what you think about this super duper quick and easy DIY. I've probably got $5. No, I don't even have that much in it. Maybe, let's see, $1.25 to about $3 in the whole. No, more like 4. But anyway, regardless, I can't, me and numbers throw me every time. Less than $5. Let's leave it at that. And they turned out so cute. And like I said, it took me about 5 minutes. If I hadn't had to wait for the paint to dry, I would have been done in 3 minutes. But look how cute they turned out. And the colors of that paint was perfect. Now let's get into my 4th and final DIY and my quickest, easiest DIY. I found this octagon chalkboard at the Dollar Tree, and I taped it off so that I didn't get any paint on my chalkboard. And I went in with this beautiful light blue pool color from Waverly. Once that paint dried, I went back over the top of the blue or the pool with the white wax. And if you are anywhere near a beach or anything coastal, or you love the nautical feel, you know that it's generally whitewashed and covered with some sort of a white, I don't even know, distressing, I guess is the best way I can put it. But usually nautical things have sort of a whitewash feel to it. Anyway, moving right along. This is another glass sticker, and it is so beautiful. But I wasn't paying attention when I put it on, and I put it on sideways. But that's all there was to it. I mean, I put my little stickers on, and then I just added one of those cute little beads to the top of the hanger. But you'll see right here, I had it sideways. I love these new little beads that the Dollar Tree's coming out with. I just slid one bead down on it to give it a little bit of, character. And then, like I said a minute ago, these peel up and go back down so easy. So I switched it, straightened it up, and that was it. This little thing was done. And now that took me less than 5 minutes. And again, waiting for the paint to dry was the longest process, but look how cute. And this is super easy for a beginner crafter to do. I was going to possibly add something else to it, and I thought, no, it's just cute and simple, and it's done. So I stopped right there. So let me and Miss Lila know down in the comments what you think about this super cute and easy little picture that we did for you. I've been trying to do more beginner-friendly DIYs recently because I had so many requests for them. And my last few DIYs have been super easy. So hopefully I have done what you asked me to do. Now let's show you the final reveal. I love this whole nautical theme and the way everything turned out. And I just want to say thank you to my girls over at, we call it the OG Collab because we've been doing this for about a year now together, and there's just a handful of us, and each month we each pick our theme. So Crafty Hints picked this nautical theme this month, and Krista's Crafty Life is always the host of this little collaboration. So let me and Miss Lila know down in the comments below what you think about our DIYs today, and help me thank Lila for introducing me. And if you want to see more of Lila, let me know. And if you do, we'll show her some more in the next video. But thank you for coming today. Thank you for joining me for this cute little nautical collab. And as always, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Be blessed. Bye now.